The housing market in Utah is one of the hottest in the country right now. With more than 3 million people here in our state, only a few thousand homes are listed for sale. At this time last month, only 2,000 homes were on the market, and each one of those homes got dozens of competing offers. Now through the summer is the time when most people buy and sell their homes the most. So joining us with some tips to increase your home's market value is licensed real estate broker Taylor Frampton. Taylor, thanks for joining us here this morning.
Yeah, no, I'm happy I could be here.
No, I think a lot of people are very interested. I'm definitely one of them. I'm trying to figure out, should I sell my house right now? And if that's the case, and I want to get people more attracted and make sure it's very attractive to buyers, where do I start?
Yeah, well, like you said, as an agent with KW Westfield, it really is all about first impressions matter. So it's kind of fun because if you're thinking, hey, by the time that a buyer gets to your front door, and then all the way then to the kitchen, they should already know if they're wanting to buy your house or not. So it's really that runway from your front door to your kitchen that you need to keep in mind when you're looking at where to start.
So what do you do with your front door to the kitchen to make it more attractive?
Yeah, so honestly, I mean, even the front door itself, like I've had a lot of clients who they either do we switch out the front door or do we even just do a nice good paint job on it? Because that's your first impression while you're sitting there, the agent's helping you get in the house. And then from there, that walkway all the way to the kitchen, paint, flooring, everything of that aspect to make sure that you feel comfortable and like you're wanting to see when you're walking the house.
Gotcha. Make that first impression. It makes a lot of sense. So what can you do if you don't have a whole lot of time there? Like, let's say you only have like a weekend to be able to spruce it up a little bit. What do you do?
Yeah. So honestly, paint is going to probably be the number one thing for return on investment, as well as just making the house feel good. You can see kind of some of the photos that we have right here of just we did a lot more than just paint in these, but paint by itself is that number one thing. So making sure you do a good job, is doing the ceilings correctly, laying down tarps so you don't ruin more of your flooring. All of that is just really good to make sure that you have that, when you're doing it yourself, especially.
Well, how much of a difference can this make here, Taylor? How much extra money could you get out of that house by making some of these simple steps?
Well, as you said, right now we are having a lot of people who do have multiple offers. So when you're having it so that this house sings to more people, then it's kind of that fun part in this market where it's unknown on how high it will go. So, but those little aspects of that, like, paint, new light fixtures to show it off, that all does make a really big difference in your house. Some
of the reports I'm hearing are like people talking about $30,000, $40,000, even $50,000 over asking price. Yeah, it definitely happens quite often. So on a lot of my listings that we've had recently, it's been that pattern and some even more. So if you're one of those people who say, okay, I definitely need to know I can focus on the entryway, is there other areas that you can focus on in the house that will make a difference?
Yeah, so next after, kitchen, I would definitely recommend bathrooms is next. So kitchen and bathrooms are usually what sell the house. So after you've gotten that pathway to your kitchen, then just make sure that your bathrooms are nice and spruced up, new light fixtures, new paint, everything to make it as clean and make you feel good in that house.
Yeah, clean is key. You don't want to walk into a dirty bathroom. That doesn't make a good first impression, that's for sure. Taylor, where can we find you if we want to get more information on kind of some of these ideas, these tips?
Yeah, I mean, so you can either, reach out to me by phone, or of course you can go to my website, or just taylorframpton.com would even work. So, but my phone number, is that something you want right now?
Sure, why not? Throw it out there. If you want to get the calls, let people call you.
Okay, 801-473-1582. Yeah, give me a call if you have more questions.
There you go. You can go to his website for Taylor Frampton right there. Of course, you got his phone number. You can do it right there too. Taylor, thanks for talking with us this morning.
Thank you.